Hey, welcome to DMac SMaK, July 31st, 2025. It is the trade deadline in Major League Baseball, and the Rockies are in action. We'll get to that in a little bit. Plus, Jokic with his shirt off. Happy to take your comments. Dion with a tough dad moment, but Shadur doing all right. Plus, fat guy in a little coat. That guy in a little coat. Welcome to our
Gosh, your own little internet shows are driving me crazy. Listen.
brought to you by Journey Spice. Love you, Journey Spice. See, Journey Spice, never far from me. You can save 10% using the code 10nuggets at Amazon.com. What I love about Journey Spice, and we had it last night, we had a little surf and turf. And my wife used the KC barbecue. This is the Greek rub, but she used the KC barbecue on the shrimp that went on the steak. Mwah. I mean, it gave it a nice little kick, grilled it up to perfection. Absolutely delicious. Look at the containers. You just pinch the top. Oh, look at that. This isn't even taken off, so I can really do this. That's it. It's boom, like this. Put it on. Put it back, reusable, seals up nice, organic, non-GMO, no salt, no sugar. You cannot go wrong with Journey Spice. Thank you, Journey Spice. We love you, and we make it so easy for you because you just have to hit up this QR code right here. And like I said, whatever the meal is, whether it's breakfast, whether it's seafood, whether it's steak or pork or I don't know, some shrimpies. There's some shrimpies right there. It's the best. It's Journey Spice for the win. The QR code is perfect. That's the way to go. We love you. Journey Spice. Okay, let's get some Broncos action. And yeah, we'll take your comments. Dominic, good morning to you. Absolutely. We love to hear what you have to say. How about Bo Nix? You want to start with a little Bo Nix action? He was with Colleen Wolfe and Ian Rappaport. And for my money, little dudes wearing shorts next to big jocks during training camp is a tough look. But Ian, you be you. You be you. Here's Bo saying, yeah, it's nice to be getting the respect. Bo is the perfect automatic Bobot. Just pull the string and he'll spit out those cliches left and right. And hey, yeah, see what I mean by Ian Rappaport? It's a tough look. We'll get to, chirping up fat guys in a second. Hang on for that. But one more from Bo with the gang from NFL Network, because there's been a lot of talk about, oh, man, people aren't going to know about Bo. You're not a stranger anymore. You're going to be a target. Went 3 straight days in pads and the longest practice of the day on Wednesday, where the pads were a popping and the gums were a flapping. And in particular, J.K. Dobbins was getting into it with Malcolm Roach, who appears to, well, never shut up. And Greenlaw popped Dobbins. Estime ran over a dude. Roach is screaming to Estime, it's about time. Haven't seen that for 3 years, which is pretty remarkable considering this is only the second year for Estime and Roach on the team. But perhaps Roach had some film of Estime at Notre Dame. Anyways, listen, the guys are yapping and talking, and, that gets things going. Meanwhile, at the end of practice, the offense actually put it on the defense. Defense dominated most of the day, but a nice comeback late in 3rd and long situations. The Broncos really haven't done the move the ball sort of 2-minute drill thing. They're still installing. They're still working on situations. They'll get to all of it, obviously. It is a process. Or as they would say in Canada, a process. But Sean Payton's spirits were more than high. Talking off to the side with Tyler Columbus for a good 10 minutes, Payton loved the energy of the practice. And all the coaches want to see a practice like that. You want to see both sides have their moments. You want to see a certain intensity and energy without the fights. The fights just slow things down or are just a waste of time. So if you can have the gums a-flapping, the shit talk a-flying, and not get into fights, kind of your perfect day. But that doesn't mean that some guys weren't insulted by things. Here is Marvin Mims on his locker mate, Malcolm Roach.
It's just Malcolm Roach. I mean, I sit next to him in the locker room. The guy doesn't shut up. He's talking crap to receivers. It's like, dude, like, you're a fat guy. Like, go worry about that. Leave me alone. But, no, we're always going back and forth. But with him, it's just a whole nother deal.
You're a fat guy. Go worry about that. What's he going to worry about? Diabetes? Meanwhile, Malcolm Roach on social media responded, at Marvin Mims, middle finger. And Marvin Mims includes Tyler Gore's very handsome, in fit shape, good-looking PR person. Tyler knows how good-looking he is. He needs some PR training. So it's all sort of shit talk amongst friends, which is, great, really. You want to talk camaraderie and stuff, you got it right here. Kind of fun to see. So welcome to it. Fat guy in a little coat.
Dude, like, you're a fat guy. Like, go worry about that. Leave me alone.
You're a fat guy. Go worry about that. Meanwhile, here is our guy, Riley Moss, who has now grown a beard and is almost unrecognizable. And he's put on a little bit of weight, too, talking about the
This
pad.
is our, third day with full pads, and you can tell that guys are starting to get used to the pads. We're flying around. The speed is increasing, and, it's good for us. We're getting better through that.
Okay, good to know. And in particular, Moss is working on this.
Yeah, I think, the point of attack, when the ball's up in the air, some of those 50-50 balls, being stronger, not getting pushed off. And that was a big thing for me this offseason was, getting bigger, getting stronger, being able to, push against the receiver and be a little bit more physical.
We like it. We like it. We like it a lot. Jahdae Barron's getting in where he fits in as the nickel corner, splitting time with Jaquan McMillan. Chris Abrams-Drain is playing well. I mean, the defense is tough, really tough. Meanwhile, Marvin Mims is saying, hey, I'm not just the only one having a good time out here. Troy Franklin. And you got to understand, Marvin Mims is like 5'10", 5'11", very fast. Troy Franklin is 6'3". So they are not the same dude, but they're both fast. And it's good to hear somebody like Troy Franklin with his size and speed is working out.
It's really cool to see it because he comes in and, with last year we had some different things going on, a lot of different people moving different places and stuff. And, him getting opportunity was huge for him and just the confidence he started with last year and was able to grow into expecting to know what we need out of him this year. His growth, you guys have seen it, has been tremendous out here on the field.
All right. Absolutely love it. Love it. Marvin Mims is a dangerous player. He's a cocky player. He's ripping on Malcolm Roach, who I think could eat him.
Like, you're a fat guy. Like, go worry about that. Leave me alone.
Okay. But in terms of should he be concentrating more on being a receiver than a returner?
More of an every down receiver and back off on the returner?
I've been doing returning 2 years and got 2 Pro Bowls and 2 All-Pros off of it. So if they keep asking me to do it, I'd love to do it. But personally for me, I just like making plays. No matter when that comes, whether it's punt return, and I make big punt return plays like the Colts game last year, or I just make plays at a receiver like the Cincinnati game last year. I could care less where I'm at as long as I just have the opportunity and help the team make plays.
At the receiver.
Yeah, I doubt they'll make any significant change there. He's just too valuable. Although it will be interesting to see if they use R.J. Harvey as a kickoff returner because the kickoffs are stupid. I wish they were more interesting, but they're not. They're dumb. Now it's more punitive if you just kick it through the end zone, the ball starts at the 35. That is an advantage for sure. So they want kickoffs to happen, but I'm not holding my breath. Meanwhile, we'll get to a very strange person to be playing football here in a second, and Jokic with his shirt off. But one last thing from the players, and this is from NFL Network. Now just think to yourself, and I'm sure you have a significant partner in your life, and if you don't, just close your eyes and imagine you do. Would you ever do what Bo Nix and the lovely Izzy SMaK did with their parent? Did you catch that? Okay, listen. I love my parents, and I do love my in-laws. Got a great relationship. Going on vacation with both sets of parents? To Italy?
To your point, when I got away from football, me and my wife, we got to take our parents to Italy this offseason.
We took our parents to Italy? Whew. I don't care how much money you have. All right, I'm just joking around. It's probably
Gosh,
great.
your own little internet shows are driving me crazy. Listen.
Okay, all right. I'm sorry. We have somebody playing football that you wouldn't expect, and Jokic takes his shirt off. Plus, love to hear any comments that you have. Just throw them in the comments section, as we're brought to you by our great friends at Journey Spice.
There's a world of flavor out there, and to find it, you have to take the journey. Journey Spice Company handcrafts the most premium spice and seasoning blends that have no sugar, no salt, are certified USDA organic, non-GMO, vegan-friendly, and always planet-friendly. You are going to love serving amazingly delicious creations while knowing you helped reduce single-use plastics. Make sure to search for Journey Spice Company on Amazon today.
You are the absolute best. Who doesn't love the Journey Spice? A lot has been made about Luka Doncic being in great shape and being on Men's Health and not being a fat slug. We have this video from South High School as Jamal Murray was playing flag football, and there's Jamal. This is not sharp routes. That is not how you would coach it up. I would say it's all that intense, but Jamal looks good. Jamal's out there playing football, and I don't know why, South High School, and he does have flags on like it's a real game. Yeah, it's not very intense, and the game looks odd because there's hardly anybody out there, but good for Jamal Murray. He's in good enough shape to take his shirt off. Hey, he's not the only Nugget taking his shirt off. Look at our guy, Nikola Jokic, who is still celebrating his horse. Look at this. My horse won in racing. I won the horse race to make it my shirt off. I don't know. Hey, I play keyboard. If you want. Yeah, I'm singing. My horse won. Everybody else has their shirt on. Turn off. Both boys. That horse. Get up, go into it. That's lovely. It's awesome. Who doesn't love a happy Jokic taking his shirt off? Let's go. Horse won its race. Horse won its race. Horse won its race. So I take off. Oh, horse won the race. The horse won the race. The horse won the race. Gonna take my shirt off. Hey, look at me. Hold on. Mary, away. Horse won race. Horse won race. Horse won race. Horse won race. I'll take happy Jokic all day, man. I love it. I love it. And then we had Harrison win on the radio show. He says Jokic owns 40 to 50 horses and races them all over Europe. Hey, listen, I think the more horse racing Jokic is into, just the better. I mean, he's going to need more money. If he needs more money, he will be playing for the Nuggets for a long time. That's the easiest way to make the most money. Happy Jokic is a good Jokic. Meanwhile, one guy at training camp, and we'll get to the Rockies' pathetic performance and the trade of Tyler Kinley, the conundrum that is, in just a little bit. But this moment of Zen, not brought to you by Journey Spice, brought to you by high cholesterol. One of the funniest things you've ever seen is Good Raj, Alex Ryanemi, brought in donut holes, a little snack for the gang out there at training camp. And Mark Mosier said, oh, this is my personal depository of sugar. All right, let's play a little game right here. Let's play Count the Donut Holes. All right, you can play along with me and put your results in the comments section over here. Just, like as we play, count the donut holes. And let's see how many Mark actually pounds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I don't know if we had 7 maybe. They can put it in there. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12 donut holes. Jeez. 12 donut holes, Mark? Whew. Ridiculous. Good for Mark. We'll get to your comments here in a little bit. A Shadur Sanders update. It's been rough for Shadur. His dad goes, he didn't even want me to come to training camp. But we do have Shadur throwing some passes here. And this was the first opportunity he got to play with the ones. That's an incomplete pass. So that doesn't look so great. And then it's like, and I don't know how the Browns just allow everybody to shoot video during team period. I love it, though. That's a nice little dump off. There you go. This was his first time playing against the ones offense. He was still playing with the 3s and 4s, or the ones defense, rather. That's a nice pass right there. Listen, I'm pulling for Shadur. I want to see Shadur do well. And if that's, the way it's going for him, I hope he gets a chance. And from all accounts, they said they're going to keep Dylan Gabriel and Shadur. When he has a chance, it'll be brief, so he needs to take advantage of it. But I pull for good things for Shadur Sanders, and I feel a little bad that he felt like he had to tell his dad, you shouldn't show up at training camp. I mean, it's still a dad. You want to go see your kid, but you don't want to be a distraction either. And if you're barely getting reps and you're barely playing, then that's not a great thing. But I don't know, man. I mean, it looks all right to me. There you go. Nice little dump off pass. Just do what you got to do as a quarterback. Shadur Sanders for you. Meanwhile, how's it going? Ryan McMahon. We are in the bottom of, I think, the 9th or maybe even 10th inning. And there's less than 2 outs. There's a runner on third. How's it going for Ryan McMahon? 11 innings. Sorry, my bad. Way to go, Ryan McMahon. Since coming over from the Rockies on July 25th, Rymac is 6 for 17. That's hitting .353 with 4 ribbies and a .947 OPS for the New York Yankees. That's called a great trade. The Rockies made another trade. I kind of can't believe it. It's Tyler Kinley. So the Rockies did end up dumping Tyler Kinley to the Atlanta Braves. And Tyler Kinley was one of the more perplexing guys. They picked up a minor leaguer prospect, right-hander, Austin Smith. I'll tell you about him in a second. Austin Smith, 26 years old, so kind of in the middle, not really young. 0-4 with a 4.31 ERA, 4 saves, 15 walks, 34 strikeouts, 29 innings between high A Rome and double A Columbus. So he's a double A righty, has not even played in triple A baseball, throws hard. Fastball's been up to 99 miles an hour, and he's coming off Tommy John, which put him out for the 23 and 24 seasons. He pitched 26 innings last year across 3 minor league levels, 6.92 ERA. He was taken in the 18th round in 2021. Kinley, it's a bit of a salary dump for the Rockies, making $3 million, has a $5 million club option for 2026. Good depth for the Braves. And Kinley, has actually been pitching all right of lately. But he is all over the place. In the last six weeks, 2.37 ERA, 31.1% strikeout rate, 6.7% walk rate in 19 innings. So Kinley is one of the more confounding guys in the history of the Rockies. He would frustrate the hell out of you. But there were many times Tyler Kinley was a big-time shut-down pitcher. So, like Ryan McMahon, it would not surprise me at all if Tyler Kinley goes to the Braves and absolutely balls out. Yesterday for the Rockies, Kyle Freeland was not feeling well. And then he kind of, had a little bit of a foot injury. You could see him on the bench with towels around him. He's just sick. He's not feeling good. But the Rockies were stuck. And that does happen at the end of these really long stands. They have a day off today. But when you got to play 6, 7, 8 games in a row, like the Guardians yesterday, it was a complete bullpen game. They let me see. I mean, they must have pitched 7 guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dudes. They pitched 6 dudes. The Rockies bullpen is strung out, and they need to get something out of Kyle Freeland. And on a day like yesterday, when, your pitching's going to be put to the test, you need your bats to wake up. And the Rockies were pathetic. 10 strikeouts, 1 walk, 3 hits, shutout 5-0. And Freeland was battling, but even to go out for the 3rd inning was a stretch.
Yeah, I mean, he honestly gave us everything that he had in the tank. Even sending him back out for the 3rd was probably kind of pushing it. He said he could do it, and if he doesn't go today, we can't finish the game with the bullpen. I mean, we can't do it. So that was a huge thing for him to do, is to go out there and try to give us everything he had. And 3 innings was all he had.
With a short bullpen, how big of a deal was it for Juan Mejia to have the outing that he did?
I mean, that was unbelievable for me. But Juan, I mean, that kept us right in the game. He was nasty. I think he's only gone 2+ once this year. I mean, he showed some real guts going back out there. He was efficient. I mean, that's the key. To be able to do that, you have to be efficient with your pitches, and he was. But that was huge for Mejia. A great job by him today. Proud of him for digging deep and being able to do that.
When he got through that second inning,
All right. Well, I mean, okay, cool. I mean, I guess you try to find some bright spots. And otherwise, a miserable 28-80 season. And, it was a really gutsy win by the Rockies on Monday against Cleveland. Really gutsy win. And then you just put these games together that are just sad. 10-4 you lose, and you were never in that game. And then you get shut out 5-0. I mean, in your previous series, in the last 2 games of the series, you were outscored 23-1. This time around, you're outscored 15-4 in 2 games. It's remarkable the Rockies win a game in a series, period. And now the challenge, as they don't play today and they open up a home series against Pittsburgh, 3 games against Pittsburgh and 3 games against Toronto, without a break. So you are going to play 6 games in a row again. So you'll get to this stage again where you're going to have to lean on your bullpen. By the way, 2 afternoon games, a 1:00 game on Saturday and Sunday, if you're interested in going to Coors Field before the Blue Jays come to town, which is always kind of interesting. My older son, Connor, grew up, besides a Rockies fan, a gargantuan Blue Jays fan for whatever reason. And we took a family trip to Toronto, and it was wonderful. It was awesome. So I love the fact that he fell in love with the Blue Jays. It was fun, and I'd love to take him to a game this week. We'll see if we can't make that happen. I'll get him a Vlad Guerrero shirt or something. Bo Bichette. I don't even know. Are they still on the Blue Jays? We'll see. Paul Skeens, though, is scheduled to pitch at some point. He is scheduled to pitch on Saturday. So I would expect a full house. Scomber against Skeens. I mean, I'll be at the Broncos. Well. Tyler Kinley is traded. The Rockies have to win. I mean, can they do it? In order to not be the worst team of all time, they have to win 7 games, 14 games in total, which is the equivalent of 7 games in 7 games in August and 7 games in September. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight because, well, and we'll see who else they trade today. I don't want them to get rid of Halverson. I know there's been a rumor about that. I actually do not want that. I know he's your closer and your best prospect, but selfishly, I think they can do some positive things. He's a younger guy, and I don't want to see him get rid of Vodnik either. If you can get rid of Jake Bird, fine by me. The fact you got anything for Tyler Kinley, actually, for me, is amazing. I actually think that's a good deal, but the trade they got for him, the guy's done absolutely nothing. So it just appears to be a gargantuan salary dump. And, you know, the Braves don't care. This Austin Smith guy hadn't done anything for them. He's a double-A prospect who's coming off Tommy John surgery that put him out for 2 years. Yeah, okay. Best of luck, Austin. We'll live without our 18th round draft pick from 2021, who's 26 years old. It's a salary dump for the Rockies. I'll be shocked if Austin Smith ever even plays at Coors Field. Killing you with truth on that one. All right, I'm feeling a little blue. Can you just show me Mark Mosier eating more donuts? This will always laugh. Okay, I don't need to see all the donuts, just some of them. That does make me feel better. Can you explain the purple wall idea at Rockies Ballpark? Okay, sure. One of the reasons why Coors Field is such a terrible place for the Rockies to play is the size of its outfield. Now, because of altitude, the ball just travels further. So you get a lot of line drive home runs at Coors Field. Plus, you get a lot of singles that become doubles, doubles that become triples, and frankly, just singles, period, because there's just so much space out there. Beautiful ballpark, but what they needed to do was build like the Green Monster in Fenway, a shorter fence, but high, really high, 40 to 50 feet. That way, it's small. It shrinks the size of the entire outfield, and it makes hitting balls out to left field much more difficult. If you watch Red Sox games, sure, there's plenty of home runs because it's only 310 feet down the line. It's short. It's less than 300 feet down the right field line, the good old pesky pole there at Fenway. But you've got to shrink the size of the outfield and make it more difficult just to hit line drive bombs. Those line drive home runs become singles or doubles or something like that, and the field plays in proportion more. You can still have a deep center field, no problems with that, but you just need to shrink the size of basically everything. That's the idea. But that takes a complete reconstruction of Coors Field. And if they were building Coors Field from scratch, that's probably what they would do. But that takes out seats. That is a lot of money in construction. I mean, there are some big bucks in what it would take to make the Rockies a more competitive team by reshaping the ballpark itself. But that's the idea. There you go. Happy to explain it to you. And it probably will never happen. Let's see. Rymack getting to breathe fresh air. Baseball in a playoff race shows how much the Rockies suck the life out of these players. Listen, my hot take was, and they did need to trade Ryan McMahon. Like, that was a good trade. It needed to happen. And Ryan McMahon wanted to be traded. You could tell. So it will not surprise. First of all, he's a above average defensive third baseman. Yankee Stadium is a great place for a lefty to hit. And a re-energized, refocused Ryan McMahon, I am not surprised he is having success. Not surprised at all. I don't think I've ever taken my shirt off at a bar or restaurant for that matter. I have. That's yeah. I mean, it is. Or right. First one, Rays. Yeah, I keep my shirt on too for, a lot of obvious reasons. All right. Here we go. Last one. Last question. Last moment here. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Nuggets best chance for title of the three teams. Absolutely. 100%. No doubt about it. I don't know about the Avs. I love the Avs, but losing in the first round, they got work to do. And hockey's so unpredictable. No. Right now, going from worst to first, Rockies by a mile. Then Avs. Then Broncos. And then your number one favorite team to win a championship this year is the Denver Nuggets. However, that being said, 2026 could be an unbelievable year. You have a chance for the Nuggets to win a championship, for the Avalanche to win a championship in 2026, and for your Denver Broncos, it will be in the third year of Bo Nix, fourth year of Sean Payton, and whatever else they're adding. Now, I'm not discounting 2025, but the possibilities of having a 2026, and I know the Super Bowl's in 2027, 2026, that year could be one of the most amazing sports years in Denver history. That's why we're here. That's why I exist. Make sure you like and subscribe. We do our best just to keep this little...
Gosh, your own little internet shows are driving me crazy. Listen.
So just try to do your best today.
Dude, you're a fat guy. Go worry about that. Leave me alone.
Well said. It's DMac SMaK for July 31st. As I try to figure this out. 2025. I got to get out of here. I'll see you. Bye.